Hello and welcome to Barbed Wire Strategy. I am Admiral Paris, and this is my opinion. I know it's been a little bit of a while since I did my opinion on Ukraine. It's been about a week, and I meant to do it sooner than this. But the deal is that a few weeks ago I started working on a book, and this book is going to take, I don't know, a couple of years. And I'm just not going to devote the time to putting out these broadcasts on my channel like I do. I still plan to put them out, don't get me wrong. But I don't plan to devote anywhere near the time I have. And mostly what I'm talking about is on the editing end. I've put a lot of time into the editing and making sure I had text and pictures and B-roll or whatever. Today I wanted to talk about the news. What I want to do is I want to give these updates on politics. Now, so this one is on politics. Now, I've got a couple of more coming out on woodshop stuff. And, of course, I've got some stuff I want to do on the games, too. Incidentally, this table here is the table I usually use. I've got it turned around because we're in the middle of playing a game. Right now, we're playing Lawyer Up. And it's a two-player game. And I'm going to do a review on this. It's a fun game, and I've kind of got, it's been, let's see, we started playing it about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and we haven't come back to it, but we're going to. That's why it's still out. And what you do is you got one fellow that's the defense attorney, and the other one is the prosecutor. And I'm playing defense, and Alexander is playing the prosecutor, and it's a murder case. And anyway, I'm not going to explain the game. I'll do that in another video. But it is a fun game. It's a really fun game, and also has two additions to it too. One is the Salem witch trial, and the other one is about bootlegging back in the 1920s. That should be really fun. Anyway, I wanted to get to the news. Now, the book I'm writing, by the way, that is taking a lot of my time away from doing these broadcasts is called The Patient Earth. I've been working on it, well, I guess I came up with the name about 10 years ago. And briefly what it's about a character that lives at the end of the 19th century and through most of the 20th century, or at least half of it. And it's about his exploits in life. Everybody in the book is real. They either lived back in those days, 100 years ago, or they live today, and then the character that I'm placing them, so I'm transporting them back to then. It's not a time travel book. It's basically the characters you have to make up, usually in a fiction. I'm using real people that live in this time to put them in that time so that I can actually capture the true character of each individual. It's called The Patient Earth, and it's about a fellow by the name of Jim Ed Love, and he's involved in everything that is from the early 19th century. I mean, the late 19th century all the way through the early part of the 20th century. What it really is, it's a demonstration not just of his life and the people that live within his realm and his life, but it's also a depiction of the United States and the paradigm shift that I feel like it's gone through from its birth in the 1700s all the way through the 19th century. The country that and this kind of gets to what I want to talk about in the news. The country that we are today, or that we say that we are, we actually haven't been that country for a very, very long time. Okay, folks, that's all you're going to get from this video. If you want to see the whole thing, you have to go over to BitChute or one of the other platforms that I'm on. Unfortunately, the content of this video is probably stuff that YouTube would disagree with and ultimately take my video down. I really don't appreciate it when they do that, so what I've done is I've gotten into the habit of simply giving you a little bit of the video and then having you, if you want to see the rest of it, the whole thing, which is very much well worth it, let me tell you, to go on over to BitChute. I've got the link down below. And I'm Admiral Paris, and this is Barbed Wire Strategy. So join me next time on BitChute. We'll see you next time.